Hello, wonderful artists. It's Miss Hart, and today we're going to be reading the book Ish by Peter H. Reynolds, which is about a little boy who is an artist, and his name is Ramon. So let's learn more about Ramon and his artworks. Let's get started reading it. So remember, our book is called Ish, and it's by Peter H. Reynolds. And Peter H. Reynolds is the author of the story, which means he wrote the book. So he wrote the story, and he's the illustrator. So Peter H. Reynolds is also an artist. He drew all these pictures in the story. So let's get started reading Ish. Ish, Peter H. Reynolds. Ish. Ish, Peter H. Reynolds. Ramon loved to draw. So there he is drawing. Anytime, anything, anywhere. One day, Ramon was drawing a vase of flowers. His brother, Leon, leaned over his shoulder. Leon burst out laughing. "What is that?" he asked. "Is that very nice?" Ramon could not even answer. He just crumpled up the drawing and threw it across the room. Leon's laughter haunted Ramon. He kept trying to make his drawings look right, but they never did. After many months and many crumpled sheets of paper, Ramon put his pencil down. "I'm done." Oh no. Marisol, his sister, was watching him. "What do you want?" he snapped. "I was watching you," she said. Ramon sneered. "I'm not drawing. Go away." Marisol ran away, but not before picking up a crumpled sheet of paper. "Hey, come back here with that." Ramon raced after Marisol, up the hall and into her room. He was about to yell, but fell silent when he saw his sister's walls. He stared at the crumpled gallery. This is one of my favorites," Marisol said, pointing. "That was supposed to be a vase of flowers," Ramon said, "but it doesn't look like one." "Well, it looks vase-ish," she explained. "Vase-ish?" Ramon looked closer. Then he studied all the drawings on Marisol's walls and began to see them in a whole new way. "They do look ish," he said. Ramon felt light and energized. Thinking ishly allowed his ideas to flow freely. He began to draw what he felt. Loose lines, quickly springing out without worry. Ramon once again drew the world around him. Making an ish drawing felt wonderful. He filled his journals. Tree-ish, house-ish, boat-ish, afternoon-ish, fish-ish, sun-ish. Ramon realized he could draw ish feelings too. Peace-ish, silly-ish, excited-ish. His ish art inspired ish writing. He wasn't sure if he was writing poems, but he knew they were poem-ish. Ponder, pond, ponder, dream, yonder, pond, pond, yond, yond, gleam, wonder, Ramon. One spring morning, Ramon had a wonderful feeling. He was feeling that even ish words and ish drawings could not capture. He decided not to capture it. Instead, he simply savored it. And Ramon lived ishfully ever after. The end. Ish. This book is dedicated to Doug Cornfield, my art teacher, so the Peter H. Reynolds, his art teacher, who dared him to draw for himself and to find his voice. How cool is that? This artist and author, Peter H. Reynolds, dedicated a book to his art teacher. That's pretty cool because he inspired him to make drawings, right? So what can we learn from the book Ish, right? We can learn that our words make a big impact on people. Remember, Ramon's older brother, right? Was he very nice when talking about his artwork? He's like, "What is that?" So if you see someone's artwork and you're not sure what it is or what they're drawing, instead of saying, "What is that?" because that's not very nice, is it? You can say, well, what are you drawing? Or tell me more about what you're drawing. They may have a really cool story about their artwork and they may not be finished yet, right? He wasn't finished with it yet, and his brother was so quick to judge it. Instead, we should be more like Marisol, right? Who saw the potential in his artwork and how amazing her brother was as an artist. And she encouraged him and inspired him. And once he realized that his drawings didn't have to be perfect, he made so much more and he had so much more fun, right? So your art doesn't have to be perfect. Remember, ish. It's okay if it doesn't look just like what you're supposed to look like, right? The point is that you're creating and that you're having fun and that you're looking at the world around you and creating things from it, right? So be inspired by the book Ish to make lots of creative artwork, and don't feel like your art has to be perfect. Remember, the more you practice, the better you get at it, right? We turn mistakes into masterpieces as artists, and that's what art is all about. So I hope you enjoyed the book Ish by Peter H. Reynolds.